to the American Society of Magical Negroes.
You know, the people that keep up the most racism in America are the very ones that claim to be fighting for social justice, namely Hollywood. Yeah, I'm talking about Hollywood. The elites who are out there thinking that they know best for everybody in America are constantly pumping out material that is leading to the decay of race relations in America, that is leading to the decay of people seeing each other as Americans and not just in their own particular tribes or their own particular balkanized groups. It's Hollywood. And the latest example of this is this movie called The American Society of Magical Negroes.
You can feel their discomfort, Aaron.
And you saw that trailer, right? How they said that
It's the most dangerous animal on the planet.
Sure.
White people, when they feel uncomfortable.
the most dangerous animal is a white person? Are you serious? See, it's things like this that leads to people in the black community constantly having a victim mindset, thinking that your life is predicated upon what white people do.
Because the happier they are, the safer we are.
That is white supremacy. That is saying that you cannot do anything apart from white people. That is saying that white people dictate the destiny of your life. And that's not the case, especially if you call yourself a Christian. If you call yourself a Christian and buy into the false notion that a white person determines your destiny, determines your altitude, then why are you calling yourself a Christian? I thought God determined your purpose and your destiny, not somebody that had a lighter shade of skin than you or is listed as a Caucasian. But no, in the eyes of the liberals and the elite and the black bourgeoisie, the black bougie elite that wants to keep black people in their place, they want to tell other black people that they are victimized, that they are oppressed because of white people. And this movie does that. And this is just Hollywood being Hollywood. Hollywood is racist. As a matter of fact, they have another movie coming out in a few weeks called The Book of Clarence. It's a Jay-Z movie. And what does it do? Oh, it talks about oppression, victimization, black liberation, all this same type of stuff, all this black liberation stuff, the stuff that was pushed back in the 60s, the stuff that was pushed to keep black people and white people and Americans separated, because people don't understand. See, the ignorance of this is that people don't understand. When you allow the elites, those in charge, those in power, to separate you based upon race, based upon your intersectionality, based upon whether or not you are a woman or a man or gay or straight, or that you have these tendencies over here or these tendencies over here. See, what it does, it keeps you in a group, right? So people can manipulate you. They can use you and dictate to you what they want you to be. And they can keep you in your place because they will keep you in a constant place of aggravation. They will keep you aggrieved. They will keep you offended. And when you are offended, you're led by your emotions and you're easily manipulated. And that's what they're doing with a movie like this. They're easily manipulating black people to make them feel like they're oppressed, to make them feel like they can't do anything because they're in this white man's world and this white man is running things in their life. And then it has white people who start to feel guilty for that. And so naturally, the elites play off that white guilt.
Always felt like it's my job to make white people feel comfortable, and here it literally is.
Hey, I want to say, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button and click subscribe so we can get this message out to as many people as we can to let them know that they are not victims, they are empowered for greatness. It's all a trip. It's not true. This is not true. This is a lie. And people of goodwill and people of like mind have to speak out against these lies, against these movies that are perpetuating these falsehoods that is leading to division, that is leading to strife, that is leading to the lack of achievement in the black community, that is leading to what is happening in America when it comes to Americans being at odds with one another. You want to know why there is so much friction, so much division in America? Because people like Hollywood keep this up. If people will not watch Hollywood, if people will not support Hollywood, you wouldn't have this junk that's happening in America, because people will realize that we have more in common than we do that differ between us. But no, you have this crazy movie that's coming out next summer that's going to do nothing. And interesting that it's coming out next summer. I just thought about this. It's interesting that it's coming out next summer in the midst of a presidential election. Don't you know they're going to use this and play this in the black community to show them, hey, you better not vote for Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a Nazi. Donald Trump is a racist. You better not vote for Donald Trump. He's going to put you back in chains. Not knowing that Joe Biden was the one that said they're going to put you back in chains. Not knowing that Joe Biden is the one that said if you don't know to vote for me, you ain't black. They don't know it. It's Joe Biden that passed the crime bill back in 1994 that hurt black people. They don't know that Joe Biden and the Democrats are the natural racist one. But no, this movie is coming out in the midst of a presidential election to remind black people that white people, the white conservatives, want to keep them in bondage. That if you vote for them, you're voting for bondage. Let alone that black people are more in bondage now than they ever were under President Trump. Yeah, I said it. Black people are more in bondage now than they ever were under President Trump. And this is not an endorsement of President Trump or anything else, but I'm here to tell you the strategy behind why this movie is being released next summer. Because they want to play on the emotions and the fears of black people. It's a fear tactic. It's a fear tactic to get black people to stay in their place, especially black men. Especially black men, that you better not try to date a white woman. You better not try to veer over and date somebody that's not within your race. You better not veer over and try to date a Republican. Date a Republican candidate. It's going to lead to your disappearance.
Client, you could have your memory erased. You won't even remember she existed.
Even though we might never see each other again, I need you to know that what we had was real.
You understand that? It's going to lead to your disappearance. Because that's not the best deal for you, black man. Stay in your place. That's what Hollywood is presenting. That's what they're promoting. That's what they're projecting with this movie. So I would urge everyone of sound mind, don't go see this movie. As a matter of fact, speak out against it so they don't even release this movie. This garbage. This is garbage. This is horrible. And yet, I thought when I first saw it that it was a comedy. No, it is a drama. It is a drama. People really take themselves serious enough to make a movie like this, to perpetuate victimhood. We're not victims. We are empowered for greatness. Hey, I want to say, if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button and click subscribe so we can get this message out to as many people as we can to let them know that they're not victims, they are empowered for greatness.